Hi, I'm Jonathan Broyles, the Assistant Dean of Student Success and the Coordinator of Developmental Studies at Troy University. Today I just want to talk to you a little bit about Impact coming up. You may have already come to Impact, your student may have already come through and been registered, or you may be coming to an Impact session later on in this summer. And so this video is specifically for parents. And so if you have questions about this video, hopefully, or in this video, you can let me know. Hopefully most of the questions will be answered. We're so excited to have your student come to campus. We're so excited to have you come to campus. Impact is super important for students. Oftentimes students will remember their impact leader for years to come. But it's also very important for parents. It's a time for you to get to know your institution and for you to ask specific questions as it relates to your child's success. And so what we're going to do today is just talk through the role of an academic advisor at Troy University and what we could do at Impact in order to make the transition a little bit more easy for you and for your student. So without further ado, we'll just talk through a couple of these things today. And again, if you have questions at any time, just let us know. We'll be glad to talk with you about any questions that come up for you. So the academic advising in the John W. Schmidt Center for Student Success, we're here not only to simply talk about class selection. We do that, but we also help the students transition to the university. We help them develop techniques to really develop academically and socially. We help build goals. We talk about career goals, long-term goals, short-term goals, where the points of contact for college-specific kind of questions. We're also just the point of contact for the student that may not know where to go. They have a question, they're just not sure where to get there, where to get their answer from. But we can help the student connect with the various departments on campus to ensure that they get the correct answer to the questions that they have. In the advising team, we do advise all freshmen until they complete their 45th hour. This chart just shows you the different colleges and programs that we have in the center. We're assigned by program or by college, but the most important thing here to remember is that we are a team of academic advisors. And so even though a specific person will be assigned to your student as an advisor, that advisor is a lead in the area. They focus on, for example, College of Arts and Sciences programs, and they bring that information back to the team of advisors and help us to develop professionally and help us to stay up to date with best practices in that college or in those programs in that college. But we are a team of advisors, and so the students have the choice of meeting with the specific advisor or meeting with the first available advisor. We found that that's very important for the students because if one advisor is out to lunch or away from their desk, they can meet with the next available advisor in as little as 15 minutes. And so we're always here. Our working hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. But we answer emails for the most part very frequently, and we're able to help students even in those after-hour times. If something becomes necessary, we will make the accommodation to help that student. You can contact us individually at the specific advisor emails. But the best way to get us as a team is to email jwsadvisors@troy.edu. Again, that's jwsadvisors@troy.edu. And you can also visit us on the website. You have to log in as a guest account if you're going to visit, but your student can log in directly with their Troy credentials at my.troy.edu/jwsadvisors. We also have on the troy.edu page a listing for the advising syllabus. If you haven't checked out that yet, I would suggest that you do that. As a reminder, we will advise all freshman students, all students admitted as a freshman until they complete their 45th semester hour, no matter what their program or degree, or job their academic pursuits. None of that really matters as far as that goes. We'll advise all students. We also advise transfer students who place into developmental math or English classes, and we're all here to really help your student to be successful. Developmental coursework is something that is determined by ACT or SAT or placement score. Your student will have received information from the impact office about that placement score. If you have questions about placement, feel free to email us at tac@troy.edu. That goes to placement@troy.edu. That goes to our placement testing coordinator, or you can visit troy.edu/tac, or you can always email us in the advising office, and we'll be glad to help with that as well. This is what the ideal schedule will look like that your student brings home to you. If they have 2 developmental classes, they will take those developmental math and English classes along with a study skills, a learning mindset, that's the actual name of it, class, where we teach metacognitive learning strategies, help the student to really transition to the college. We talk about learning techniques and the difference between studying and learning, long-term versus short-term memorization, things like that. And basic skills to get around really well and pretty easily at Troy University. This is a supports class, and so we want to do our very best to help your student to be successful. And then an Area 2 or 4 class along with Troy 1101. If they don't have 2 developmental courses, anything less than that, the schedule is going to look pretty similar to that. I will say that Area 2s and Area 4s are sometimes confused with electives. Area 2s are those humanities, art, music, theater, those kinds of classes are Area 2. Area 4, social and behavioral sciences. They're not electives. They are general studies requirements. So when you see those on your student schedule, that's the reason why they're there. You may see a student taking math, English, history, science all together in their first semester. It depends on their degree program and the degree map. But not all students have to do that. So be aware of that when your student comes to you. If you don't see math, science, English, and history just like high school, the reason for that is because we want to help the student to transition. If we don't have to put them in math, English, history, and science all in the first semester, we likely will not. It will be a math and English, a Troy 1101, Area 2, Area 4, and then maybe a major specific class from the degree map. Again, if they're placed in developmental classes, they will take those during their first semester at Troy University. Remember that it's your goal to have your student graduate in 4 years. A couple of reasons for that. Obviously, monetarily, this will save you money in the long run. It will also help your student or your student save money even. It will also help your student to enter the workforce right on time. Most of our degree programs are 120 hours, and we can do that in 4 years. But in order to do that, we have to take 30 semester hours in the academic year. We call this initiative Trojans Thrive at 30. And so students can either take 15 hours in the spring, 15 hours in the fall, and take the summer off, or they can take 6 hours in the summer and 12 hours in fall, 12 hours in the spring, or any combination thereof to get 30 hours in the academic year. Your student will be told this during the session when they meet with their academic advisor. Each student will be in a room with a couple of academic advisors and a couple of impact leaders. They're our student peer advisors, if you will. Really great group of students, but each student will be in there with an academic advisor. So make sure to ask your student what kind of money they might save if they graduate in 4 years instead of graduating even 1 year later. A couple of other suggestions that we have for you. There's a two-factor authentication. Each student, when they sign in to my.troy.edu and access either Web Express or student planning or things like that, they'll need to be able to authenticate. If you signed up for authentication using your cell phone number or your email address, you're going to want to change that to your student's information. So make sure the student's with you. Call the number that's on your screen, 334-670-5877, and get that number changed, because during Impact we will need that student to be able to authenticate. The other thing is if your student has dual enrollment credit, AP credit, or any other kind of credit by examination, it's important to be able to access those scores or those transcripts, even have a copy of the transcript. They can be on their phone, digitally, whatever, paper copy, so that we can move into the next set of courses. For example, if they took English 1101 and want to take English 1102, we need a copy of that transcript. We have to be able to see it and verify it. If we already have the transcripts on file, that's not a problem. We've already planned classes according to the transcripts that we have on file for your student, and based off of the degree map and the departmental suggested courses and the way that they suggest taking those courses. Your student may want to take a very cool class that we just can't have them take because their degree requirement does not allow that. But I can assure you that we have reviewed the student information that we have, and we've planned those classes accordingly. Obviously, any kind of adjustments that we need to make, we're going to review those. For example, if your student is in the band, we want to make sure that your student is taking classes around that band schedule. So we're going to do our very best to accommodate each student's needs individually, while also working to maintain this standardization across the institution to help your students stay on track with their specific curriculum. The other thing that I want to share with you is that we have a newsletter. This is a newsletter for parents and students. You can take your phone right now if you're not watching on your phone, and you can just point the camera. You can open the camera like you're going to take a picture. Don't take a picture, but you can point your camera at the screen now, and there will be a pop-down box there at the top that will allow you to join. Or you can visit the website that's shown there, and you can please feel free to take a screenshot right now if you'd like to, and we'll be glad to help you with that if you're having any issues, either the day that you come for Impact, or if you would like, you can just give us a call and we'll be glad to help you. Remember, the contact information for the advisors, we can be reached by phone at 334-670-3221, or by email at jwsadvisors@troy.edu. We are so glad to have your student on campus coming, and if we can be of any assistance, we look forward to it. We look forward to seeing you at Impact. If you've already been to Impact, hit us up. We'll be glad to help you if at all possible. Have a great day, and go Trojans.